Let me see if anybody gonna be nosy this morning. Just good morning. I said what I said. How are you this Saturday morning? It is 51 degrees here in the great state of where I live, Florida. In the city where I live, the town where I live. 51. I'm deciding if I want to get up. And I just say, let me just pop on YouTube and see if anybody show up. Don't really have anything to talk about, you know. But God has been good to me on this sabbatical. I don't know how much more longer I'm gonna stay on it, but I'm on it till I'm not on it, you know. So yeah, I'm blessed, and you, girl, God just been overly blessing me. I don't deserve it, but I thank Him for it. You know, I thank Him for His grace, something I did not even deserve, something I don't deserve. For not, I thank Him for not giving me what I do deserve. But I thank Him for His grace and His mercy. Yep, yep, yep. So, how was your holiday, girl? How was your Thanksgiving? How's Christmas shopping going for you? Oh, okay. I sent you a message this morning to make you Oh, okay. All right. All right. I'm going to go and find it as soon as I get off here. I got to get up and put my phone on the charger. I've been woke ever since about 6 o'clock. And I just lay in bed. Sometimes I be pondering things, and there's so much going on in the world right now. People are afraid for the new year to come in because they don't know what to expect. That's life. We never know what to expect. My expectations, my hope, I'm always going to keep hope. Hope going to stay alive with me, because man can say one thing out his mouth and God can redirect that. It's on IG. Oh, okay. Ain't nobody getting nothing. You sound like my daughter. My daughter it's like my daughter get angry with my granddaughter in September about something. And she always say, and it ain't gonna be no Christmas. It ain't gonna be no Christmas. And then she just tell me, I was telling her I went to see my other grandkids last Sunday after church, and she said, "Oh, I can get them," because every Christmas she like just go overboard, not only with her daughter but with them too. And last Christmas it was kind of hard, for her, and she wasn't really able to do as much as she wanted to do. So she is said, "Well, I bought all of Miss J clothes. Everything she was getting for Christmas, she already got it." And my daughter's one of those people that start shopping in September for Christmas, and by the end of October, 1st of November, her Christmas shopping is done. So that's how it is with her daughter. She got all uh this new thing that's came out now, Lulu something. She's into that, and a lot of stuff for her college dorm. When she leave to go to college, and she said, she ain't getting nothing. She ain't getting nothing for Christmas. And if I hadn't bought all that stuff already, she wouldn't get it. I say, well, oh, I don't never say nothing, because I said, that's the lie you tell every year. She tell that lie every year that she not, and I just look at her, and then I just say, you a big liar, because you say that from the time this girl was 6 years old, you've been saying, you ain't getting, I'm gonna take all that shit back. I'm gonna take all that shit back. And then come pile it up either when we were living at my mom's house, all of it we piled up in my closet. And now it's piled up at my house. Like she don't come here. I have a 1 bedroom and you can see everything, you know. So where we gonna hide it? Under the sink? She's in the kitchen. In my the only place she really don't go is in my slash closet, walk in my walk-in closet makeup room. That's the only place she really don't go. So where am I hiding? Under the sink in the bathroom, under the kitchen sink. So I don't know. I don't know. Parents just lie to their children so much, but they ain't gonna do nothing. But that's what we do. We be liars. Yep. Get them what they need. LOL, I do too. Christmas presents everywhere. Girl, and then she tell me, she said, I got so much stuff I need to wrap. And I'm saying, okay, you might want to start wrapping. Well, I'm gonna bring it over to your house and I'm gonna do the wrap. I don't want all my daughter, my granddaughter. My granddaughter will, but my daughter, they don't like cleaning up behind themselves. And then they don't do it like I, you know, they don't do it the way I want it to be done. They have do, and they think they be doing something big because they come and straighten up and after they leave, and then I have to rush them on out the door, and then she'll call when she get down. Say, I know you're in there re-straightening up your house. It is, it is. But this morning I woke up and I had a nice conversation with one of my subscribers yesterday, and it just made me smile and it just made me so happy. And Nick, people worried about what's going to happen in 2025 and 2024. We haven't lived that out yet. And and I feel like people have the right to say what they want to say. They have the right to do what they want to do. They have the right to be any kind of way that they want to be, and it's like now you have to pick sides. It's us and it's them, and then it's the other people and I feel like I'm one of them other people that's just like not stuck in the middle, just in the middle where I can see your side, I can see their side. And and I form my own opinion about it. And it's so sad that now people are being attacked for having an opinion. Oh, that's not the way it is. That's not the way it is. That's the way I see it. The way you see it, the lens that I look through don't see what you see. I'm seeing something totally different. And it's just crazy. The world is going crazy. And I think I might be the only sane person in the world. I'm moving to Mars. I am moving. No, it is very unfortunate. It's very unfortunate. I told them they're not having Christmas because they have cleaned. I still have, I still having the tree up just so they'll believe. Girl, go ahead on and put that tree on up and leave them children alone. Leave them kids alone. You know, Go ahead and put that tree on up. I have Thanksgiving. I just wasn't in the mood because I really wanted to be by myself for Thanksgiving. But my daughter and my granddaughter, they just want to, it's always been like the three amigos, me and my daughter and my granddaughter. And me and my daughter done been with me through some hard times. And I was telling her yesterday that, I've been going to the dentist like for the last 2 weeks. Every I've been going to the dentist every week for the last 2 weeks. And I think I'll be going for the next 2 weeks after, I went to the dentist yesterday? I gotta go back next week, gotta go back week after. So at first I had to get my teeth clean in order for them to do what they needed to do. And I never understood what that was. See, I don't. And it's this black dentist I saw on Facebook. So one night I was laying in bed and I said, Lord, I want to go to the dentist. I need to go to the dentist so bad. And I had made two appointments to two different dentist offices, but I didn't like the way the receptionist sound. So I said, no, I'm not going to go to that one. And it was right here where I live. So I wouldn't have to go cross the bridge, to go into, another town to do it. So I said, oh, and then one of my neighbors said, oh, it's just a real good dentist. And I'm looking at her mouth and I'm looking at, damn, your denture's about to fall out. Look like it's too big for your mouth. So I know they can't be that good. And if your denture's looking like that. So I just one early morning, I'm laying in bed and I said, Lord, please. I said, if it's a black dentist in the Fort Myers, Cape Cod, Naples area, please, please let me find her. And then all of a sudden on Facebook, this black dentist name, and she is so beautiful. She is so beautiful. So I said, okay, I'm gonna give her a try. And I made an appointment. So the first time I went in, and I thought it was just going to be for a consultation and stuff like that. So she said, what we're going to do first, we talked, and she has such gentle bedside manner. And even the girl who did my clean my teeth and stuff like that, and I was telling her, I said, I have a fear. You know what? And good morning, Mildred. Good morning. I said, yeah, good morning. And I was going to the dentist, and so the lady was saying, well, is there anything that we need to know that would, you know, that we need to know? I'm telling her that I'm on, I have blood pressure medication and stuff like that. And that's the only thing that I really take, just the blood pressure medication and vitamin D and calcium. I have to take vitamin D, calcium, and vitamin E. I do that. And so then she said, okay, I told her about what my last dentist visit was like. And I told her, look, I said, uh, I don't like pain. I have a low tolerance. Well, I really do have a high tolerance for pain, but it's somewhere in the middle now. And if it hurt bad enough, I'll get up and I'll go to the emergency room or something like that, or call the doctor. And I was saying, I have a fear of needles. And then I start laughing at myself. Good morning, dark and lovely. Good morning. And I started laughing at myself. And I said, how I used to shoot dope and I'm scared of needles. And I had to put the needle in my arm to shoot this shit up in my arm, but I'm scared for them to when I go to the doctor and they have to do blood work and stuff like that, I have to, I said, just give me 5 minutes. Just give me 5 minutes to get myself together. And then the lady, she be looking at me. She said, Miss Gray, you afraid of needles? I said, yes, I am afraid of needles. And then I have to start laughing. I don't never tell them, about my drug use, when I was shooting up. I never tell them about that. And it's not a trigger for me. I'm just afraid of needles. I'm afraid of needles, the anticipation of something going in my skin. And, they got these big needles, they got the butterfly needles, they got, and it's like sometimes they don't know how to shoot you up in your vein. Shit, I be want to say, shit, give me that needle so I can shoot my own damn self up. I know how to do it. So the lady said, well, she's very gentle. It'll be very gentle. You will not feel it. You will just feel a small pinch. So I say, well, okay. So she said, well, do you want to do the cleaning today? I said, no. I said, are you going to have to use a needle? So she said, well, I don't see where. I'm just going to be cleaning, I'm just going to numb your mouth. So she gave me all this stuff to numb my mouth, the top, the bottom, and everywhere. And she suctioned my mouth because she knows, she said, okay, you know, put the little thing in and all the spit, the saliva, whatever, go inside there. Oh, I'm good to go. But then she get over here to this one teeth and she said, "Oh, Miss Gray, I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to give you four little pinches." I said, "With a needle?" And she said, "Yes, with a needle. It's not gonna hurt. I promise you, I'll be as gentle as I can." So I said, "Okay, do what you gotta do." And so they have this TV set and it's on this picture. And the picture on the TV set is so calming, it is so relaxing. And my focus was on that on the TV monitor. And I focus on everything, the colors of the wall. And people don't understand colors. Some colors are soothing, like um pale green and light pink and light blue and an iridescent white. When the sun hits through the come through, when light hit the wall, there's a spectrum of color. You can see different colors uh in that paint. And so that's where my focus was on, the between the wall and the monitor. And so I felt a little sting and I was just tensing up. And she said, "Okay, I'm done." I said, "With all four of them?" She said, "Well, I know did this side first, and then I'm going to stick you on the other side. I'm going to always let you know what it is that I'm doing." So the lady was cleaning my teeth. And I said, "Well, God damn, what is lady?" It didn't hurt. I think it's more or less the sound of the thing, right? And so in the sound, she said, "What you're gonna hear," and she said, "If you feel any pressure, let me know. If you feel, you know how when you be at the nail salon and they filing your nail and it get a little bit too warm, and that mean that, hey, let's back that up a little bit. Let's don't do that." So that's what she did, and I said, "Well, damn, my teeth must be really dirty or something. If she got to get all down up and there." And this was a black girl, a black young lady. She was so gentle, and even with the pricks in my jaw, she was so gentle, and she was gentle with the cleaning. And I can tell that she's a perfectionist, right? Because they have all this modern stuff in the office, and you can see what she's doing. On the monitor. Now she's all in my mouth and I'm seeing what she's doing. And so she looked, she said, "Oh, okay, everything looks good." She said, "Oh, wait a minute, I missed something." She said, "Let me see." Then she went back down. I said, "Oh my God." I was like, "Oh." Then she said, "Oh, Miss Gray, don't worry about it. I got it." So I said, "I am in good hands, y'all. I am in good hands." So she said, "I'm gonna schedule you next week. I want you to come in," which was Friday. She said, "There's going to be two teeth that we're going to extract." I said, "Hold up, wait a minute. Two teeth at one time?" And she said, "Yeah, we do that." She said, "We sometimes we take out a whole bottom row of teeth." I say, "Wait a minute. At one time, though, you gonna take out two teeth at one time?" She said, "Well, Miss Gray, this is what we'll do. I know the top teeth is got to come out because I don't know why I have become so self-conscious about that front teeth lately. And it was just all of a sudden I had began to become so self-conscious. And I wasn't my confidence has always been, you know, good, but I found myself like putting my hand over my mouth when I smile or when I talk and stuff like that. And so I said, "Wait a minute, I'm gonna have to walk around with no teeth in the front of my mouth." She said, "No, what we're gonna do, we're gonna take one out one day, one week, and we're gonna do your implant for your partial. Then the next week you come in, we're gonna take that one out, and we're gonna you're gonna have your plate when we put that one in." So then I said, "Oh, so I ain't gonna be toothless, right? Walking around thinking I'm cute and I ain't got no front teeth, right?" So she said, "No, you're gonna be good. You want to be good." Yes, Mildred, that was a deep cleaning, and that was not something that was enjoyable. Two places I don't enjoy. The guy, you know what? I don't know. I don't know if I would. I don't know about that. I know I don't. I ain't gonna say I don't like the dentist now because this dentist is. I mean, and her whole staff. I mean, they are so nice. They are so, and it's you could tell it's like genuine. It's not a put on or anything like that. So that was the first week, the teeth cleaning. And so my mouth was hurting. So it was the mouth wasn't hurting, but I could, from the drilling and the from the cleaning and the needle and having my mouth, you like open like that. And after I left, well, she gave me something, and I had a little problem. And so she said, well, I want you to come back next week because we're going to extract one teeth and we're going to see how the cleaning is done and how's the cleaning doing. And we're going to do your we're going to do the mold for your implant. We're going to do the mold for your bottom partial. So I said, okay. And we're gonna so I said, okay, fine. And then I think my body has been all out of whack because see, I wake up early in the morning. I could wake up about like 3 o'clock in the morning and I could sit in the dark for an hour. Then I turn on Pandora and I listen to some gospel or I listen to a sermon, or either I just, turn on play Candy Crush, words blocks Sudoku or something like that. And about maybe 6, 7 o'clock, I'll go back to sleep. And then I get back up about maybe 9, 10, somewhere up in there. And by having to be to the dentist, who in the hell wake up and go to the dentist 7 o'clock in the morning? Me. Then that was the first appointment was 7 o'clock in the morning. So yesterday I had to be to the dentist at 8:30. And where I live, my dentist is across the bridge, about 20 minutes from where I live across the bridge. But 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, the traffic is atrocious. It's horrible. We got 3 bridges. And see, like everybody wanna try to use this bridge that's closer to where I live. So I get in yesterday and I hadn't been sleeping really good. I haven't been I had been fighting my anxiety, trying to keep that under wraps. And my daughter, she was going through a situation, trying to keep her from getting there to that point to where her face started breaking out. Then she started biting down on her lip, and then her lips, she just have when she's going through something, it just affects her whole face and stuff like that. And finally, when I talked her down off a cliff, she was okay, she good, and made a final decision, a good decision to get back in the gym, to go back to church, and just things, some things that just don't matter. Give yourself a good year to be by yourself. Focus on the things that's important. So when I got that all out the way, and she said, "Well, Mama, how you feeling?" Oh, I'm okay, but I was so I was out of it, all out of whack, and having to go to the dentist. I'm afraid now because they said they got to pull the teeth. Yesterday was the day for them to pull the teeth and to do the impressions for the upper and lower partial. So I'm trying to wrap my brain around. Okay, she gonna pull my teeth, but she gonna put a. I don't think the pulling of the teeth was the worst part. What was the worst part was putting the needle in my mouth once again to numb my mouth. I was just afraid of the needle, and then again I laughed. How in the hell you scared to get a damn shot, girl? How you scared to put a? Ugh, and I just said, you know what, Lord, just be with me. I get up yesterday morning and I leave the house. I get to the dentist. So when I get to the dentist, the lady said, "Oh, Miss, you know how you get to the reception? My name is Maritha. I have an appointment at 8:30." So I got to the dent. I left out the house at 5 minutes to 8. I got to the dentist at quarter after 8. So I said, good morning. She said, oh, hi, Miss Gray. How are you this morning? You're looking so beautiful this morning. I said, oh, you know my name. She said, of course. She said, you're a regular. You're beginning to be a regular around here now. I said, oh, okay. I don't know if that's a good thing, if that's a bad thing, but nevertheless, I'm here. So she said, I'll let the doctor know that you're in. We'll see you in about 15 minutes. I said, okay. So I'm sitting down and I'm trying to call everybody where I need to talk to somebody to calm me down. No damn body will answer the gosh darn phone. So I called my friend and he didn't answer the phone because I remember a time he went to the dentist with me, but he couldn't go in the back with me. And he was my cheerleader, my encourager. He said, "Girl," he said, "Baby, you got it. Don't be scared. I'm be sitting right here waiting for you when you get out." So I said, "Okay." So I had to go, and I called him. He didn't answer. I called I said, Lord, I can't call my daughter because she done started work. She done clocked in now. And I called, who else did I called my friend girl because I yesterday was we had the trainer yesterday. So I called her and said, girl, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to go to the dentist, go to the gym tomorrow because I'm going to the dentist. And she said, she didn't answer the phone. So I said, okay, Lord, you don't want me to depend on nobody. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm trying to call everybody, but you're here. You are here with me right now. I don't need nobody but you. So I said, Lord, you know what? I don't know what to expect. I say, but Lord, please be with me. Please don't let it hurt for them to take this teeth out my mouth. Lord, let everything be okay. Please, Father God. I'm praying. I don't beg God for anything because nowhere in the Bible did it say that I had to beg him. He in the book of Matthews, it say, seek God and you'll find him. And whatever you need, ask him for it. Ask him for it. So I just ask God for a painless. I know it's going to be some pain, but let the pain be as less as possible. So I sit down. So let's say in 15 minutes, that lady called me back there in 10 minutes. I said, wait a minute. Y'all said 15 minutes. I still got 5 minutes to sit out here. So I walked back there with her. And then it was a little like Hispanic lady. Then I said, oh Lord, where the black girl at? It's not, oh God, where the black girl at who was helping me at first. So the girl, she was nice. She was nice and stuff like that. So she was telling me everything she was getting ready to do and stuff like that. She said, you getting two extractions today? I said, two? No. They didn't say, no, no. No, not, one, one today. She said, you're gonna get two extractions and we're gonna do the casting for your implant. I said, wait a minute. I thought it was just one teeth they were gonna do today. She said, no, ma'am, we decided that we're gonna do two. I said, we who decided that y'all gonna do two? She said, well, the doctor just felt like it would be best that no, ma'am. Y'all said one teeth. Y'all said one teeth. And that's what we doing today. And so she said, well, let me just look at the teeth and let me talk to the doctor. So she took an x-ray of the teeth again. She took two x-rays of the teeth and then she did the mold. First she did the molding and then she did after that clean around my mouth and then I'm spitting out all this stuff, this Play-Doh, what it looked like actually looked like Play-Doh. I'm spitting all that out my mouth and stuff like that. So she said, Miss Gray, she said, I'm going to x-ray the teeth and then we'll proceed with the extraction. So I said, okay, all right, do what you got to do. So now I'm focusing. She didn't have the monitor on. So I'm looking at the walls. The colors of the walls were like um, um, a pastel green. And if for some reason my mind just started drifting, and while she was doing the x-ray, and there was a window and I was watching some of the cars go by in the parking lot in the window, and it took my mind off of it. So I just relaxed. She said, "Okay, Miss Gray, you can relax for a minute. I'm gonna go and show these to the doc. I'm gonna go and show." Now everything is so modern. They do the X-ray right there in the room. Get it, take it to the doctor, and so after about 10 minutes, the doctor come in and she says, "Good morning, Maritha." She has such a calming voice. She says, "Good morning, Maritha. How are you doing?" I say, "Well, I'll let you know in a few minutes. It's gonna be depending on how you gonna do get this teeth out." She said, "Well, here's the thing." She said, "The teeth, after we did the cleaning and got, whatever it was around the teeth from around the teeth." She said, "I'm thinking I want you back in here next week so I can see how the teeth is progressing since it has been cleaned. And with the medicine the rinse that I gave you to rinse, I have a rinse that I have to use twice a day. And you brush your teeth in the morning. I don't brush my teeth at night, but I start brushing my teeth at night because I have to gargle with this to brush your teeth, then gargle with this thing for 30 seconds, and then don't rinse your mouth, don't drink anything for 30 minutes. So, I'm being obedient. Even at this age, it's never too late to start taking care of yourself wherever you are, wherever you are in your life, wherever you are at this point in your life. It's never too late to do what needs to be done for yourself. So she said, "We're not going to pull the teeth today." She said, I want you to come back next week, and we're going to take it from there. However, next week we are pulling a teeth. We're pulling that teeth in the front, and we pull that teeth in the front. You will have your partials at the bottom, and we're gonna clean the top. And I said, "Oh my God, that girl cleaned my teeth. She did the bottom and the top, and I hope she let them know that." So the teeth is gonna be pulled next week. I get my partials next week, and I'm excited because I want going into the new year. I have always been in my adult life. I have anything I've done from January to November, and maybe like the first 2 weeks in December, I do it to the fullest. And the last 2 weeks of December, I begin a new journal. I begin a new chapter in my life. And I start from December, um, 15th. I start from December 15th, December 16th. I start from December 16th, and things that I need to let go of, I let it go. Things that I need to change, I start working on those things. But this time, I saw a young lady in church, and she never had no teeth ever since I she never had no teeth, right? And she was singing in the choir, and I was watching her. Normally, I don't really watch anybody who's singing in the choir. Sometimes when I do, I be praying and ask God to forgive me because I be thinking, I be talking to myself in my head about people sometime, and I be saying, "God forgive me. God forgive me for that." So I said, "Oh, she look kind of cute." I said, "She look cute this morning. What's different about her?" I said, "She kind of look cute. Look at her. Look cute self." And then I said, "Oh my God, the girl got some teeth." So then I had to say, "God forgive me." And then this other uh girl, the other lady, she was out. Um, she had been out for like maybe a month or so or something like that because she had to get implants, and her mouth was bare for, got that one teeth kind of hanging there. So her teeth fell out because of her illness and the medication that they had her on. So finally she got implants and stuff like that. So I was like, "Oh, okay." Then I started feeling self-conscious about myself because I'm very vocal in Bible study and in Sunday school. I'm very vocal. And I'm really like, I talk to the preacher when the preacher be preaching. Amen. Yeah, say that, say that. Well, I'm going to sit down there. Okay, thank you. That kind of stuff. I talk back, let the preacher know he's doing a good job and everything like that. And so I start, and then one morning I went in I was looking in the mirror and I looked at my teeth. I said, nope, 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 nope. This mouth do not reflect the person that I am. So that's why I started my journey going to the dentist. So I was telling my daughter about, because we hadn't talked in like 2 days. We hadn't talked in 2 days. So sometimes I would call her when she's going through something. I make sure I call her every day on the drive to work. And I know when she get off, what days she get off, 4:30, what days she get off at 5. So I just wasn't feeling good. I wasn't, how you just have that icky feeling in my anxiety was trying to flare up, and my my vibration had just been so low, and I didn't feel like getting out of bed. I had to eat, and that's why I keep cereal and stuff like that. And I said, I'm so hungry and I don't want to cook. Then I said, well, I got some cereal. Didn't even feel like getting up out the bed to go pour a bowl of cereal. And she called me last night. We were talking last night. She said, Ma, how you doing? I said, I'm good. She said, well, I'm just calling you before I go to sleep because we haven't talked in a couple of days. And so I said, well, how was your day? That kind of stuff we were talking. So I asked about my granddaughter. Um, she's taking her SATs again because she wasn't satisfied with the score that she had. She want to be able to have a high school to get in. She just don't want the bare minimum. She want to do exceedingly. So I said, okay, well that's good. So and so she said, well, how you doing? I said, well, I've been to the dentist, girl. And I was telling her about the dentist, and she just made me feel so good. She said, Ma, I am so proud of you. She said, you are a very confident person. She said, but girl, they ain't gonna be able to tell you nothing. Now you can just be smiling. I said, and eels. And I have so much planned for myself and for this platform, for my platform. I no longer want to be behind this I want people to see my face. I want them to see the expressions on my face. I want them to see the happiness, the joy, the peace, the love. I want everybody to see the sadness when I'm going through something. I want my face to be shown. And that's why I really haven't been showing my face, because I look sometimes and I see that chipped teeth, and I see that teeth that's, how I be on them like those fairy tale movies, and that person got that one teeth hanging down, and I start seeing this teeth receding, like coming down. And I said, well, what the hell? And then it do affects my speech. And I said, I gotta do something about this, because the teeth, my mouth is not reflecting the beauty of the person that I am. So I start working on myself. So that's one thing, that's the second thing, going to the gym, it's not a vanity thing for me anymore. It's more like it's a health thing. It's for health for me now. To get in shape, to keep my heart pumping and strong and moving, keep my limbs from getting stiff, because I have arthritis, and I'm an old lady. I'm an old lady now. And I got arthritis in one knee, and I'm moving. I'm not as fast. I'm not as swift as I used to be. But however, I am not letting that slow me down. And there is so much beauty in growing older. It's a blessing to be 67, because some of the people that I grew up with, they're not here anymore. And then the ones that are here, some of the ones that's here are not in better shape than I am. And I'm telling you, God has been keeping me, and God have been blessing me. And when I look back over my life and all the things that I have been through, all I can say is thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you, God, from where you have brought me from to where I am now and where you are getting ready to take me. So, at first, after the election, I felt so bad because I was so traumatized. I didn't know. I had got into that boat with a lot of other people. Woe is me. What's going to happen? What's going to happen? And, people, I stopped listening to the news so much. I stopped listening. I do listen to a couple of commentaries on YouTube um, concerning the election and what's going to transpire. Nobody, nobody. The Bible says no man knows the day, the hour, nor the time. So nobody don't know what's going to happen next year. Nobody knows what's going to happen between today and January the 20th. Nobody know what's going to happen. The only person know that is God. That's the, you know, Jesus even said, I don't know when my father gonna decide to come send me on back down here. I don't know. Only he knows that, even though it's the Father, Son, and the Trinity, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. God is the head. God is the leader. God is the Father. God is the greatest. God is that great I am. God is, I said, I am who I am. That's who God is, the Father, then it's the Son, and then it's the Holy Spirit. And Mildred had to bring that to me. And Mildred had to bring that to me to let me know. To let me know. And after that day, I began to build on that. What she poured in me that day, I had to, it was Mildred and Carrie build into me that day. I had to build on what they did and what they had said because I had sunk so low. I was oppressed. And the oppression was beginning to turn into depression because I didn't know what was going to happen. I did not, because I'm trying to foresee the future, and that's not something I claim to know or can do. I don't have a crystal ball, a magical crystal ball that can tell me what's going to happen next year. So I decided that I'm going to trust in God. I'm going to have faith in God. And I'm going to believe in God. I'm going to believe in His word. I don't know how next year going to be, but that could be. However, I'm believing it's going to be the best year for me because I'm going to get back on this platform and I'm going to say what I want to say. I'm going to say what needs to be said and I'm going to say it how I want to say it. And I'm going to say it the way it needs to be said, sparing feelings. I've never been a person that liked to um hurt anybody's feelings. I will go out of my way not to hurt a person's feelings. However, is if the truth hurt, then this is not going to be the channel for you. This is not going to be the channel for you. I don't argue with people now, and I'm definitely not going to be doing it in the coming year if the Lord give me that, grant me that to walk into my greatness into the new year. I'm not doing that. But change is on the horizon. And if you stay the same, you're gonna always get the same results. Some people you're gonna have to shake, some people gonna be shaken or loose. I don't have no problem with that. Some people are gonna be deleted. I don't have no problem with that. I don't have a problem with that at all. I am going to do what I feel is best for me to help other women, to encourage not only women. If a man or two pop up on this channel, it's okay with me because we all need to be encouraged. We all need to be uplifted. We all need to be helped. And we all need to be accountable. We need to take accountability. We need to be held um, we need to be held accountable for our actions, for our deeds, for our words. We need to be held accountable for the things that we do and the things that we say. I don't care about losing subscribers. Because if I cared about having abundance of subscribers, I'll be talking about what everybody else is talking about, and I'll be fighting with everybody on YouTube about what I'm saying that would be coming out my mouth. I'll be very destructive. I'll be very destructive. I'll be very disrespectful. I would be that way. And I claim to be a child of God. I claim to be a part of the kingdom of the great I am. I claim that I am walking with the Lord. So I claim that, and I'm never going to allow in. I don't care about what people say. Oh, is she supposed to be a Christian? I ain't never say I was supposed to be a Christian. I said I am a Christian, and I'm never going to allow anyone to take that away from me. I'm never going to allow anyone to take that from me. I walk in peace. I walk in love. I walk in good vibration. So I'm coming back. I am coming back. But however, I'm letting God do what He needs to do to me and through me. And, I'm learning now. Last night, usually I just sit on the side of the bed and say my prayers. But last night I put a pillow on the floor and I got down and I did my 20 sit-ups. I did 20 every night. I'm doing 20 sit-ups every morning. I might do 10 or 15 in the morning. But however, nevertheless, I'm working on me. I'm working on me. And when I had that pillow down on the floor last night, I got on my knees and I started praying for first I pray for me. Then I started praying for my family. I called my children name out. I started praying for my grandchildren. I started praying for my friends. I started praying, I started manifesting what I wanted in my life and who I wanted in my life. I start doing that. And then, I stopped and I said, you know what? Especially being on YouTube, sometimes you could get so discouraged by the numbers. First, sometimes it'll be a few people, then it'll be a lot of people, then they love you, then they hate you, then you say something against this person. It's not like you're not saying anything against that person. You're speaking your truth, you're speaking what you see, and a person sometimes they don't like it. I'm not on nobody team. I'm team me. I'm team Marita. I'm a click all by myself. I enjoy me. I enjoy me. And yesterday when I came in from the dentist and I made it after I didn't have to get my teeth pulled, that was a blessing right there. I came home and I changed into I'm in the bed, y'all. I'm trying to get up. I'm trying to get up because I got to go to the library. And I said I was going to go to the gym for a few minutes. And I came after left the gym and I rode with my friend. She said, I feel so sleepy. I said, every time I work out, I feel relaxed. And I said, I'm going home. I'm getting back in my bed. I came home and I got in my bed and I left the gym about 1:30. We left the gym about 1:30. And I think from 2 to about 5:30, quarter to 6, I was asleep. The phone rang. I just look at it and I'm not talking to nobody because I need whatever rest I need it. And that's what happened yesterday. I started feeling better. I haven't been in my word like I should be. And that was one of my problems, right? I knew that was one of my problems, not being in the word like I need to be. So I made a conscious decision that some things I'm gonna slot out of time for me to be in my word. um an hour and a half. I will not receive phone calls. I will put my phone on do not disturb. I will turn it off if necessary. And I will tell my daughter, because I know she do call, and I just say, I'm just gonna let her know between this time and this time, do not call me. I am okay. This is gonna be my study time. This is gonna be my time, manifesting and praying and talking to God, about just about life, just about life. And, that's where I am. So this morning, I was just laying in bed and, it is now like, 20 minutes to 11. The TV is not on. It's quiet. And I'm going to go in, wash my face, brush my teeth, get myself prepared to go to the library first, and then I'm going to go to the gym, and then I'm coming back home, and then I'm getting back in my bed. It's Saturday, and from the looks of it, the sun is out. It looked like it's a beautiful day, and I hope the temperature done went up just a little bit, cause just a tad bit. So, but it's a beautiful day. Don't be stuck inside. If you can go outside, go outside. Smell the air. Let the sun shine on your face. Feel the sun on your body, and let all the negative thoughts, and what I said what I said. Say she ain't getting nobody nothing for Christmas. So if that's the stance you're gonna take about it, you ain't getting nobody nothing for Christmas. Then don't get nobody nothing for Christmas. But do take care of yourself. Get yourself something for Christmas. Do like I said. I said self say I said what, I don't feel like putting no decorations in here because I got to take them. I got to take them all down. And I said I don't feel like doing this. So self said, get that wreath out the closet and just hang that wreath on the door. And I said, okay, and that's all I got. Got wreath on the door. And I only put the wreath on the door because every time I walk down the hall, everybody else got they wreaths on the door. So I put my wreath on the door as well. So I put my little wreath on the door, and then I put my little jingle bells on the door. When you turn the knob, the jingle bells come on. I'm finna mute the mic for a minute. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. But anyway, Dark and Lovely said right. I agree, Maritha and Mildred and Cocktail. What Mildred said. I keep talking to Maritha. I talk her. Girl, you don't be talking my ears off. You know I love to talk to you. You know me. You my girl. You my girl. You my girl. You my girl. Good morning, Lady B. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. That's right. Be your whole self, self reflection and self inventory is always good. I am so happy for you, Marita. I noticed so many changes in you. And you know what? I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna tell y'all this. Since you said that, Mildred, um, in my church, once we used to have a part of church, like in the mornings, we welcome people to church, right? And we have a person that welcome to FOCFM, where um this is the church of what's happening now. We don't stand on all those ceremonies and all of that. So we would do the welcome, and then we would go around greeting people. So I would walk out the door. I would walk out the door because I wasn't with that hugging, and I wasn't with that touching, and I just wasn't with that. So one Sunday, the pastor was saying something about hugging and stuff. I said, well, I don't like to be touched. So it don't matter to me if you hug me or not, because I don't like people touching all on me. So he said, well, since you said that, I won't hug you no more. I said, that's all right with me. I'm I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. See, because and I think a lot of people, the relationship that my pastor and we had a um really, really bad. We really felt we had a real. I didn't like him, and I felt like he didn't like me, and he let me see it, and I showed it right back to him. I was one of them people, like, whatever energy you give me, I'm gonna give it to you just a little bit harder and a little bit harsher. And see, I didn't know better then. I didn't know better. And he said that. And I said, well, I don't like people hugging on me. I don't like people touching me anyway. So that don't, I don't, all that. So I'm talking to somebody else, but I ain't know I was talking out loud. So he said, well, I will hug, I said, well, that's all right. I said, that's okay with me. That's perfectly fine with me. So last Sunday, the pastor been on. this in the beginning, and then he did this Thanksgiving sermon, and he just been on this love thing, right? So his mom passed away in September. I think yeah, it was September that his mom passed away. So some of us we went to I want to say Thomasville. Yeah, we had a chartered bus, and we, some of the bus was full, so a lot of us we went up to be with him for his mom's funeral, and we support our pastor. Give him support. So the Sunday he did okay. The Sunday before Thanksgiving, he did a sermon at another church, and we were there as well. The church was there as well. So when he got up to the podium, he became emotional when he looked over on the right, and we were sitting on the right, and he said, my congregation is here. And he said, I love them for their support. And he said, when I look over at them, y'all help me now, because I guess I'm emotional, because when I look at them, they're sitting in the same spot on the right when they came to support me for my mama's funeral. So the first Sunday, last Sunday, we were, go around and encourage somebody, and, you know, love on somebody, show love and encouragement to somebody. So I was just, the people that I know, I go up to them and hug, and they know, let me initiate it. Don't you reach out for me, let me reach out to you. And I was hugging a couple of people. I was not bumping fists with them. I was shaking their hands. And this lady, Miss Betty Middlebrooks, she's looked at me. She said, Miss Marita, I'm so proud of you, girl. She said, I'm looking at you. I'm just standing back and looking at you and and I said, look at Miss Marita. She said, my child, you have grown so much. And so I had to bend down, and she said, "Cause I remember a time when you wouldn't let no damn body touch you." And you said, and I don't like all that touching. She said, but Miss Marita, I am so proud of you. And I am so proud of myself as well, because I don't feel like nobody could put nothing on me, because I am covered with the blood of Jesus. I am covered. And I know whatever happens to me, that was the will of God. And when it happens to me, there's a lesson in everything that's going on in my life. There's a reason for it to be happening. Either I did something to bring it on, or God is getting ready to elevate me. So there's a lesson that I need to learn. So that's how I am walking through life from now on. I am looking for the lesson in everything. I am walking in expectation. I'm gonna live my life like it's gold, like it's platinum, because it is. I am precious to me. If I'm not precious to anybody else, I am precious to me. And before I can love anybody else, before I can do anything for anybody else, I first got to love me. I first got to love me. And it was a question I asked in Sunday school last Sunday. And so the pastor said, well, what do you think about that? And what would you do? First, I'm going to pray for me. First, I'm going to pray for me. And after I pray for me, I'm praying for everybody that's in my orbit. I'm praying for everybody that's in my orbit. Everything has to begin with me first. And I tell people sometime, especially women, as being mothers, even being sisters, being aunts, just being friends. Sometimes you have to be a little bit selfish with yourself and with your time, because you're always doing something for everybody else. You're always being there for everybody else. When you're going to be there for yourself? When you're going to take out 15, 20, 30 an hour for yourself? And and I have taught that to my daughter, and I see her doing it now. And she's on this journey, and I'm loving what I'm seeing. She's in the gym. And I told her yesterday, I said, okay. I said, okay, girl. I said, you losing weight and stuff. I said, you look good. She said, I do, Mom. I said, yeah, you looked like a yellow highlighter yesterday with your little outfit on. I said, but you was cute. I said, I saw the picture. And she said, well, she go to the gym, and she has this lady prepare, meals for her and stuff like that. So I said, girl, keep on doing what you do. She said, thank you, Mom. Thank you for real. She said, my coworkers was telling me. I said, you look good. You look happy. The skin is popping. She got this glow. I said, all right, then, girl, go ahead, oh, girl. And I love to see women when they start when you start taking care of yourself. My little friend, I was talking to her yesterday, and she said, Miss Rita, I went and bought me something from Fenty, and she said, I like it. And I could feel the excitement. I can hear the excitement in her voice. And I'm so happy for her, because when you start taking care of yourself, just like Deion Sanders say, when you look good, you feel good. And when you feel good, you perform good. You let the world know I have arrived. I am here. I am here. And whatever it takes for you to have that confidence, whether it's going to the dentist, whether it's going to the gym, whether it's just going out, window shopping, going at Starbucks, do something for yourself. Do something for yourself. Look, it's not say, well, I'm looking out for me. It's not that. It's not like, well, I'm gonna look out for me first. It's nothing like that. Before you can do anything, you constantly pouring out to people, constantly pouring, and you don't keep pouring, and you ain't got nothing left for yourself. And who's gonna pour into you? Who's pouring, make it a point to see who's pouring into you. Make it a point to who's speaking life into you. Make it a point to see who's encouraging you, who's uplifting. Don't look for nobody to do it, but look to see who is doing it, who's motivating you, who's congratulating you, who's cheering you on, who's telling you, you can do this. I know you can do this. I see you doing this. Tell them that let them know I see you doing this, until it get to the point that they see themselves doing it. They get to the point where they say, I could do it. I know I could do it. I want people to start believing in themselves the way that somebody else said, girl, I know you could do it. I know you could do it. It's in you to do it. And you don't accept, well, I don't know. What you don't know? Don't accept. I'm going into the new year not accepting excuses. I listen to a person, but I don't accept excuses. I just don't come to me with all them damn excuses. But see, this is what happened was, girl, make it happen. Make it happen. Just like the guy on Project Run, Tim used to say all the time on Project Runway, make it happen. I don't see what's going on with all of this, but make it happen. Make it happen. And stop looking through dirty windows. Clean your windows. Clean your windows so you can let the sun shine in. Clean your windows. Whatever's in your heart that you're holding on to, what somebody done did to you about 10 years ago, 15 years ago, yesterday, don't hold on to that. Let it go. Because it's not really that important. It's not important. You losing sleep. They not losing sleep. You the one walking around here looking tired and unhappy, and there's no peace, no joy in sight. They're happy. They still being their old petty messy self. They good, but you looking like you looking, feeling like you look, feeling like you feeling. You letting them be the thermostat, and you being a thermometer. The thermostat sits. Go to your air conditioning. Go to where the thing
And when I go to mine, when I be feeling like I'm a little warm in here, I start mashing little buttons. I got the little touch screen and I mash the button. If it's 70 and I got to sit at 76 and I'm a little hot, I just mash that little button that say down and I push it down to about 73. And when it get real cool in here, I start feeling real good. Then I just put it back up on 75, get the ceiling fans to running, and it stays real normal and stays real cool. So I set the temperature. I don't allow anybody else to set the temperature for me. I don't start picking being around somebody that is distasteful, that leave a nasty taste in your mouth. I don't start holding my head down when they come around. Well, I see y'all later. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Cause see, I can sit right next to a bitch and we could be looking at each other. I'm looking at her and she looking at me and she might not want to say nothing to me, but I'll make her say some. Girl, I love that dress. What's the name of that cologne you got on? It smells so good. And keep it moving and keep it moving. And then I just said, bitch. So don't, for whoever else watch this, don't get all discombobulated. Oh, is she supposed to be a Christian? You know, just like I said, I ain't never said I was supposed to be. I say I am one, and we have sinned and all fall short of the glory of God. No, I'm not making excuses. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. That's all I'm doing. Y'all, it is 10:55. I've been on here 1 hour, 6 minutes, and 12, 14, 15 seconds. So I'm going to get up and I'm just going to have the best day ever. I may not feel like doing something, but I'm going to get up and I'm going to do it anyway. And you know what? I'm just going to have the best day ever. I'm going to the library to download, to print out my Sunday school lesson. I'm going, Lord's willing, I'm going to the gym. I'm gonna stay in the gym. I'm walking the treadmill. I've been burning it's not a lot, but about 50 calories. So every time I go, I want to get a little higher still. I start seeing how they be walking on the treadmill with their music. Or this one lady, she have her book while she be on the treadmill. So I want to get to a point like that, where I'm just walking like I'm walking on sunshine, baby. I ain't got a care in the world. I'm gonna work on I'm gonna walk on the treadmill, the stairmaster. I'm gonna do a little bit of everything for about 45 an hour. I'm just gonna, do it like that. I'm gonna stay at the gym for at least an hour doing what I need to do. And then I'm gonna come back to my car, get in my car, come back home, and fall out in my bed. And sometime during this day, get started on my Sunday school lesson. So, y'all, that was just something that was on my mind and stuff like that. I'm gonna be back January the 1st. That's New Year's Day because that's a new year. I'm gonna go out and find me a journal. Miss Betty had bought me a journal, and I'm looking for another journal like the one she gave me. So I don't know if I'm going to have to go to Christ Center or where I'm going to have to go to get me another journal like the one she got, but I like writing in that journal. So I'm going to go and look for me a journal. And this was an assignment that the pastor gave. So I'm gonna have to go in Dollar Tree because they got them 3 cards for $1 deal. So I'm gonna go in Dollar Tree. So he gave us an assignment. It's the Christmas holiday, so I'm in the love ministry. So what we do, starting in December, we buy Christmas. We get we make this. We have a lady that makes this box, and we collect the Christmas cards. So the Sunday before Christmas, we always just pass out whoever got the cards. We just pass the cards out. So what we're going to do this year is we're going to give cards of encouragement. We're going to speak life into each other. We're going to show each other love. We're going to walk in peace. We're going to walk in love. We're going to uplift each other. So we got about 3 cards. The assignment was last Sunday. So this Sunday, got to bring those cards every Sunday for at least 3 people. So I have chosen the 3 people that I am. Well, I have really haven't chosen, but I'm gonna do something different with different people instead of the same people that I always reach out to all the time. So I'm gonna reach out. I'm gonna do something different to get different results. So I know the people that I normally go to, I know the love that they have for me because they show it and they tell me all the time. But I'm going to go to 3 different people and buy cards for 3 different people. I'm going to write an encouraging message in the cards for those people. I don't know who they are, but I'm going to write an encouraging note. And when I get to church, Lord's willing, tomorrow, and I look and see, then I write whoever name I feel like needs it at that time. And give them that call. But this is young girl, me and her haven't really been like, we don't talk, but she always say, well, Miss Marita, call. And I said to her one Sunday, I said, well, I don't see you in Sunday school. She said, well, Miss Marita, if you call me, I'll come. I'll be up. I said, well, I'm gonna call you. So I'm gonna give her a call. And because she said, well, this is what happened was, but I said, okay, I'm gonna call you and tell you about, you need to be in Sunday school. You need to be in Sunday school. So she said, if you call me, I'm gonna come. So I'm gonna call her. I'm gonna call her tonight and I'm gonna call her in the morning. Because she said she'd be up. Be coming to Sunday school. That's the way I encourage people and stuff like that. Miss Rita, you something else, but I'm gonna be just like you when I grow up. Okay, hi, whatever. But yeah, find somebody, buy a card, make a phone call. Um, Nobody in your family. But if it's somebody in your family that needs uplifting and encouraging, yeah, do that. And show your not show your concern, show your love, show that you can come to me, encouraging words. And, it goes a long way when we encourage each other because you don't know what a person is going. Sometimes we don't know what a person is going through. They could be smiling on the outside, but in the inside, they have made that final decision. I can't take it anymore. And you might be that person to walk them off that ledge. You might just be that person that they need to hear an encouraging word from. You just might be the person can take them higher than they have ever been just by just saying, well, I was just thinking about you. And that just make a person feel so good to even know that someone is thinking about them when they feel like nobody don't care about them in the world. Just for the day. Just for the day. Pick up your phone, call somebody. If you're in a town and you see somebody who's really trying to do it, somebody who's really trying to do it, and they feel like every time they take 2 steps, they 4 steps back, but they don't even see the progress they're making because they're thinking about they can't do it. Go to Hallmark, go to Target, go to Publix if you have a Publix in your city. Go to Publix or wherever it is that you shop and go down the card aisle and buy a card. Preferably a mahogany Hallmark card. But if not, just buy a nice uplift Dollar Tree, Dollar Store, Family General, Family Dollar, Dollar General to get a card and just write a nice message inside that card. And you just see how that'll brighten up somebody's day. You'll see how that will brighten up someone's day. And you will also see what it would do for you as well. So in the meantime, in between time, when y'all see me, holler at me. I'll holler back. And drop me a DM sometime and let me know what's going on with you. I likes to talk. And you talk to me, I talk back to you. And I said what I said. I'm going on Instagram to see what you sent me, girl, because I do love to laugh. So I'm going to say peace out, deuces. And when I holler back, holler. I talk with you later.